Welcome back to The Ruin Guide, your favorite destination for turning ambition into identity theft. Today, we'll be teaching you how to lose yourself completely, not in some spiritual yoga on a cliff kind of way, but in the raw, all-consuming jaws of hustle culture. Because what is success really, if not an excuse to evaporate every trace of who you are? You started with goals, then you built a brand, then you became the brand. And now, you're just a caffeine-fueled productivity husk with a LinkedIn quote that says, "Let's connect." We'll show you how to glorify the grind until you forget sleep, meals, loved ones, and eventually, your own name. It's not burnout, it's pushing limits. It's not obsession, it's passion. And if your therapist is concerned, well, they clearly just don't want it bad enough. So buckle up, set that calendar alert, and subscribe to The Ruin Guide, where ambition meets identity crisis. Turn every waking moment into work. First up, abolish the concept of free time. Real hustlers don't relax, they optimize. That 15-minute lunch break, perfect time for a podcast on peak productivity. Showering, practice your elevator pitch to the shampoo bottle. Going for a walk, only if you can make it a 10K step brainstorming session. Say yes to every opportunity, gig, or side hustle that comes your way. Remember, sleep is for legacy-deficient weaklings. Your goal isn't balance. Your goal is domination. If your calendar isn't color-coded chaos, are you even trying? Friend cancels plans because they're tired? Cut them off. They lack vision. You're building an empire, one unread email at a time. Social life, hobbies, and mental health are all just distractions from your real purpose, becoming a 24/7 productivity robot with anxiety upgrades. Your motto: if I'm awake, I should be working. If I'm asleep, I should be regretting it. Attach your worth to output. Let's make one thing painfully clear. Your value is no longer based on who you are. It's based on what you produce. Didn't post today? You failed? Didn't hit your to-do list? You're worthless. Took a break? Lazy? Only cried twice this week? Pick it up. Convince yourself that rest is guilt-worthy, that you're only lovable when you're achieving. Post quotes like "same 24 hours" and "grind in silence, let success make the noise," while suppressing your entire personality under layers of KPI metrics and fake morning routines. Don't process emotions. Monetize them. Turn your burnout into a brand. Tell the world you're booked and busy while low-key falling apart. If you don't wake up with stress-induced nausea and go to bed with imposter syndrome, you're not sacrificing enough. Your sense of self? Irrelevant. Your output? Everything. Treat boundaries like weakness. Boundaries are for people who don't want it bad enough. If you want to truly ruin yourself for success, learn to say yes before the question is even finished. Let bosses, clients, and random acquaintances have unlimited access to your time, energy, and soul. You're not a person anymore. You're a service provider with a pulse. Respond to emails at midnight. Apologize for taking weekends off. Answer every message instantly to prove how dedicated you are. Work through sickness, grief, breakups. The grind doesn't pause for your feelings. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't care, and neither should you. Forget self-respect. What matters is hustle approval. The minute you start protecting your time, someone else is outpacing you. You don't need boundaries, you need results. Collapse privately, smile publicly, because in hustle culture, saying no is the fastest route to irrelevance. Make success look better than it feels. Now that you've hollowed out your insides, it's time to polish the outside. Keep the feed curated. Photos of laptops, matcha, and motivational quotes. Add filters to your breakdowns. Post about how grateful you are for the 4 hours of sleep and looming deadlines. Smile wide in your content, even if you haven't laughed in real life since 2021. Pretend it's all going great. Tell people you're thriving while quietly Googling how to feel something again. Because perception is more important than reality, especially when you're falling apart with aesthetic lighting. The goal isn't happiness, it's appearing successful. Make people jealous of your grind while privately questioning why none of it feels good. Chase validation through likes, engagement, and the occasional "you're killing it" DM from someone who has no idea you're internally combusting. Fake it, but don't make it. Just keep faking. Forget who you were before the grind. By now, you've replaced your hobbies with hustle, your peace with productivity, and your relationships with recurring Zoom meetings. But there's still one more level: forgetting who you were before all this started. Ignore the creative, joyful, weird parts of yourself that once made you human. Bury your sense of humor beneath deadlines. Turn your passions into content. Replace friends with followers. Let your inner child die in the name of personal development. No more curiosity, no more dreams that don't have monetization potential. You've officially optimized your personality into a high-performing, empty shell. Congratulations. You're now someone who can deliver results, but not a single meaningful memory. You haven't just lost yourself, you've replaced yourself, and you call it success. If this episode made you laugh, cry, or briefly question every decision you've made in the past 5 years, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to The Ruin Guide. Tell us, what's the worst thing hustle culture ever made you do?